Welcome to our meditation practice. Thank you for being here today. How can you prioritize out of everything that you have to do and all the inspirations that you are receiving? How can you prioritize how you should invest your time? It's entirely up to you. But we will suggest that you feel within you what you think is you have more information about. Because what's happened is now, once you create the connection with inspiration, you are seeing and you are allowing the flow, and there is many things inspiring you. It becomes overwhelming. And you can step into any of those tasks. If you are able to perceive, you are already prepared to start playing with it. So if you have 3 projects and you are excited about the 3 projects, that means that the 3 projects are ready for you. That means that you can start navigating any of them first. That means that you can start one, and as you're going through one, start the second one. And as you get the second one going and you're checking on the first one, you can start the third one. But what is important is to start one. What is important is to move, to take action on one. If you feel that you have enough information, start playing with it. And we mentioned yesterday, it doesn't come perfect the first time. Do not look for perfection, but get moving, get going, take action. Do something. If you keep yourself navigating the projects through the mind, anxiety can start developing. And when anxiety develops, the connection gets weaker. So what you need is to let things go, is to do what you can. Present it in the way that flows through you and release that. And then see how you can go back later and do it in a better way for you, or in a way that is better aligned with the inspiration that you are receiving. But you have to take the first inspiration, do something about it, and then release it. What we will suggest is to remove the idea of perfection, to release the idea that you have to have all the information before you take action, to remove the idea that it has to be exactly what you are visualizing the first time. What we are suggesting is for you to start playing with it. It's only when you start working, acting physically in a project that you are able to understand what adjustments you need in yourself. Because again, it's always about you adjusting yourself to better download the inspiration. It's not about adjusting the inspiration. It's about you transforming with the project to better channel and be more honest as you manifest, as you create, as you translate energy into matter, which is you giving life to your projects. But there is no transformation on the vibration that you are getting. What you transform is yourself. So that's why as you start practicing something, you have to learn, you have to train, and you change. So every project changes you. And that's the whole meaning of being physical, manifesting things in physicality. It's about your own transformation. And you cannot transform when you are in your mind, planning or feeling. What you need to do is do something, take action, move in any direction. Use your hands, use your voice, use the tools that you have, use the knowledge that you have at that moment. And then release that, present that to the world. Let it go. For Laura will be, start preparing the material that she wants to prepare for the group with the information that she has today. If she wanna do it as a video, sitting in front of the camera and talking. And then when the video is done, sharing the video with you. Is she gonna do it better the next time? Absolutely. But she will not get better until she releases the first video. She will not know what needs to be changed and adjusted and improved until she get it done the first time. And what happened is, she is gonna be transforming as she prepare videos for you. It's her training. It never is about the videos. It's about her transformation. So if she wants to stay in her mind, thinking of how the video should be, without actually start moving her fingers, start doing her research, preparing the pages that she wants to prepare, is she still in the mind? She's not going through any transformation. And what she's doing is she's building anxiety. Because now she's not working on the first project, but now she starts sensing the other projects coming. And it's a pipe that is start getting blocked because nothing is being released. And you know that we like the clear examples. So it's exactly how you feel when you eat, and you cannot release. When you feel constipated, it feels uncomfortable. You feel uncomfortable. That is exactly how this happened energetically. It gets to a point when you will not be able to function in your normal way because you're not releasing. And releasing is to create and present your creation. And if it is not perfect, who cares? You are now ready to learn more, to do better. You now know what is the next thing that you need to do within yourself to do better at that thing that you were trying. So we will suggest for Laura and any of you that are going through this process is to commit to get something out of your system, to start working on something and present it. Present it to the world. Present it to a friend. But only when you take that first step, you'll know what the second step is about. And of course, the second step is about you and you transforming yourself, but you know in which way you need to transform yourself. What is the next thing that you need to understand about yourself, learn, prepare, information that you need to collect, people that you need to work with. Everything you'll know once you get the first thing done. You'll know what is coming next. You will never understand step 3, 4, 5 if you don't step in the step 1 and then the step 2. If you are stepping on 1, you will not understand 10. What you do is you step on 1, which is taking your first action, and then you find where step 2 is, and then you jump to step 2, which is doing something again a little bit better now, or in better alignment with what is in your inspiration. And from 2, you'll see where 3 is. And then you jump to 3, preparing to 4th, and then you jump to 4, preparing to 5. And as you notice then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 start creating a path. So once you are started walking, you will understand what the path is about and what direction you are going. But it's each step that create that path. And you walk the whole path by taking one step and acting on all that is inspiring you. Did you have any questions?
I have a question, but I don't want to take us off track. So this has to do with the project, but it's more a project about things that just have to get done. And it's a project that I keep starting over and over, and I feel like every time I'm starting at the beginning. And it's very frustrating, but I need to get past it. I need to get to the other side.
What is making you believe that you are always starting at the beginning?
The feeling that I'm starting at the beginning.
Are you doing the exact same thing over and over again? The exact same thing over and over again?
Yes, every single month. And I know that I will eventually finish it, but I'm trying to figure out, why do I keep repeating the same step over and over again?
Can you be more specific about what you are doing?
So I'm balancing my checkbook, it all has to do with finances. My credit card statements, I'm trying to figure out what I spend, how much I gotta pay,
And
so
you
that I
are
can.
doing the same month every month?
Every month I feel like I'm starting from the very beginning and I'm not making progress.
So you are balancing January every month?
No, I'm balancing March and March, April and April, but
Okay. That is not inspiration, that is keeping up with life.
right.
And it's the things that you have to do to keep going with physical life. It's not inspiration to discover who you are, unless you want to become an accountant or doing those numbers inspire you in some way. We will say that will be for Laura cleaning the house. You do the same cleaning every day or every week. Those are the things that you do in life because you are in agreement to be physical and you have to do it. But with those tasks, you also transform yourself. So the question is, How are you as a person committing to the daily task or the monthly tasks? When you were working on your numbers in January, and then you have to work on the numbers in February, and then on March. Yes, you are doing the same thing because every month you have to do it. But what are you understanding about yourself by doing that? Are you there?
I didn't recognize that was the question. I'm trying to think. I'm very frustrated.
Okay, so that task makes you frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Where the frustration come from?
It comes from not feeling abundant. It comes from feeling like this task is preventing me from getting to the fun stuff in life, the inspiration, other projects that I have, decorating the house, doing other things.
How do you feel about your responsibilities? How heavy is on you to understand the responsibilities of life?
I'm not I'm not connecting with the question because I'm okay with the responsibility and knowing that I have responsibilities. This is just one task I wish I didn't have to
That's your
see every month.
that's one of your responsibilities.
Right.
It's one thing that you must do for now that you do not want to do because you feel it takes time from other things that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So those kind of things that you have to do over and over helps you understand yourself in a different way. It's not connected to inspiration
Mm-hmm.
because you know what you have to do. Is life asking you to do the same thing over and over? And you can talk to Laura about cleaning the house. That's how she feels about cleaning the house. But the thing is, there is a transformation that can occur within you as you understand responsibilities and commit to the task and change the way you see yourself and go through your life when you have to assume the responsibilities.
So what you're saying is to accept it and not push away from it, not wish it away, because it's here and it's not going to go away. So just
It's not going to go away if you fight it.
mm-hmm.
What you need to understand is what needs to be healed in you for you
Mm-hmm.
to assume, for you to understand that that is your task and that you're going to do it with love.
Mm-hmm.
That you're going to accept life as it is because you are judging life. You are telling life, I do not want to do this. I do not like this. This shouldn't be there for me. And the message is always about accepting what it is. So how can you go through that task, accepting that that is a part of your life right now, and being in acceptance and in love, and commit to the task as if this is the training that your soul needs? Because if it is a part of your life, it is the training that your soul needs. It's just that the healing might not be that obvious.
Mm-hmm.
When you are going through the numbers, you are activating your feeling of not being abundant. So the numbers are opening that wound. When you feel that you have to manage abundance in a very strict way, like you don't have the flow that you want. So every time you do numbers, the wound opens. Frustrations come to surface. So that's why you do not want to do that task.
Yes, exactly.
But the task is not the problem. The problem is your connection with abundance. The task is giving you a great opportunity to start healing your connection with abundance when you start doing those numbers with love and acceptance. It is what it is, and I see it, and I accept it, and I am okay with what it is right now. Pouring love into what you are doing. And as you pour love into what you are doing something that is like putting a finger in a wound, you will start healing the wound. You are accepting what it is. And it's a strong way of make you accept something, because you have to go over and over numbers that you do not like to see that way. Do you understand what we are saying?
100%, yes.
So this is not inspiration when we are talking. This is not things that come to your heart and you want to give life, but this is another way of healing. And the only reason why you are so disappointed, so upset doing that every month, is because it reminds you of an issue that you are working through healing. And if you are able to talk about this right now, it's because you are doing that healing. So we will suggest that you notice the energy that you're going with every month, that you have to do the numbers, and see if you can accept the numbers as they are and the situation as it is. And start looking into how different you can start feeling by doing the same tasks. When you start accepting and loving unconditionally what it is.
Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yes, no, it does.
Is this giving you a direction?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
We will suggest that the next time that you have to do numbers, maybe you want to prepare a glass of wine and have a piece of cake, and maybe wear something that you enjoy, or maybe do the numbers outside. See if you can shift the environment that you create when you commit yourself to do that task that is so uncomfortable for you. See if you can start shifting the energy that is in you the moment that you enter that task. See if you can learn to do that task with love and acceptance. Make that moment that is uncomfortable, making it special as a tool to start helping you accept that you already know it's not going to be fun. Maybe have some music. Maybe if you do not allow yourself to eat cake or something that you want to eat, maybe at that moment when you are doing that, that's your reward. Because start looking at numbers, connecting with numbers, working with numbers, which is your financial situation, and shifting the way you connect with them is what is going to help you start seeing life financially in a different way. We are working with Laura the same way when she has to clean the house and cook and do the chores. That for her is a waste of her time. We are helping her start loving and enjoying the time that she uses to work on her home. By having her the music going, and she can start doing laundry while she is listening to videos, or even learning to meditate and being present as she folds the clothing. So start making that chore that she hates, really hates, and she will prefer not to have to do it, doing it in a way that she can find it a meaning to do it. And we will suggest for all of you, when you have a task that you are being forced to do and really bothers you, there is a wound there. There is something that is looking for healing. So see how you can shift the way that you enter that task. See if you can shift the energy that is in you the moment that you enter that task, and start accepting that task, because that's training. That's an opportunity for healing. The more you hate it, the better training it is for you. The more you avoid it and you resent that time, the more opportunities that chore is giving you for healing. That's where the gold is. That's where your treasure is. If you can start shifting the energy in you that is activated in you when you are doing that, to the point that eventually you will just accept it. It's the time to work on financials. I'll do it. I don't care. And the moment that you don't care is the moment that you healed. But at the beginning, you have to have some tools to start shifting that energy. Is this helpful for you?
Yes, very much. Thank you.
Then you create a plan.
Yeah.
It is important to notice what are the things that you are resisting, because that is the door that you do not want to open, because you know it hurts there. The things that life is asking you to do that you do not want to do are the things that are offering training for transformation. Notice as you go through the day all the things that you postpone, that you want to do another time, that you know are heavy on you. And see how you can transform yourself to connect with that chore until you become neutral to it, until it's a part of your life that you don't mind doing. Understand why it's so uncomfortable for you to do that. Like for Laura, cooking was terrible. It was a waste of her time. But she has issues with all the foods. Everything was making her upset. She had a relationship with food that needed healing. So that's why cooking for her was so frustrating. But as she started making cooking time more special, more divine, she started healing her relationship with food. And she's still working on it. And she's getting better and better. And she's getting to a point where she starts thinking of recipes that she wants to cook and things that she wants to try. She's getting the flavors of things now because she's healing her relationship with food. That's what she was so uncomfortable cooking, avoiding that task. All related to food was an issue for her. And of course, cooking was the worst time of the day. But as she's healing relationship with food, she's starting connecting with the fun that is cooking. And as she connects with the fun that is cooking, she's healing her relationship more and more with food. Thank you for your question. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk about something that in a way escaped our radar. So now together, let's breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. One more time, deep breath in and exhale. And Take a moment to find yourself in this divine space that you are. And notice yourself transforming into a young version of yourself. You are now the little girl, the little boy that is looking at life. You are now allowing the younger version of yourself to be shown, to be present. And that young child is honest. That young child doesn't have masks, don't need filters. Is still authentic. Knows what she likes and is honest to say what she or he does not like. What is that you do not like? What is that thing that if someone presented to you, you will start crying and kicking and screaming? Take a moment. Imagine that someone is bringing something to you. Maybe there is a memory of someone giving you something that you rejected, that you did not want it in front of you. What is that? And if you are connected to the memory, if you are understanding your child and that dislike, think of what does that mean to you? Perhaps you don't like new things. Perhaps you don't want people giving you presents. Perhaps you don't like the color white or yellow or blue. Perhaps you do not like when people leave you alone, when they criticize you. What is that you are noticing today? Deep breath in. Exhale. Why? Why you do not like to receive that? Why you do not like to live that? Why you do not like to accept that? There is a wound. There is information now for you to heal, for you to start the healing process of a wound that has been hidden in you. Take it in without judgment. Take it in as information. And now, see the you that you are today, the present you, by the younger you side, right by his or her side. Offer that young version of yourself comfort. Tell her, tell him, everything is okay. We'll work through it. You'll feel better. I am strong, wise, and loving to heal this wound. And when I heal, you'll heal. collect the information, take it in, offer comfort, peace, and love to the younger version of yourself. Give the younger version of yourself something that will enjoy, she will enjoy, to make her feel at peace. Make sure that she's okay. Take a deep breath in, exhale. You are keeping the information with you. Deep breath in, exhale. And when you feel ready, open your eyes.